Your biggest challenge is not the world outside, but the fear, doubt, and negativity within your mind. Conquer those, and you'll conquer everything. Success begins the moment you decide to break free from the chains of mental sabotage. Your mind is your most powerful asset, but it can also be your biggest enemy. Have you ever felt stuck, like something's constantly holding you back even when you know you're capable of more? Today, we're going to uncover the enemies of the mind, those negative thoughts, fears, and self-doubts that are stealing your potential. These mental barriers might not always be obvious, but they affect your decisions, your actions, and ultimately your future. In this video, we'll break down how to identify these mental enemies, and most importantly, how to overcome them. You'll learn real strategies to take control of your thoughts and unlock your true potential. If you're ready to stop letting your mind work against you and start working for you, then keep watching. This is the first step toward a mindset that will empower you to take action and create the life you deserve. Let's dive in. Number 1, eliminate negative thoughts that weaken your confidence. Negative thoughts are the biggest enemies of your confidence. They hold you back, make you second-guess yourself, and stop you from reaching your full potential. If you don't eliminate them, they will slowly destroy your belief in yourself. They will convince you that you are not good enough, not smart enough, and not capable enough. And the moment you start believing those thoughts, you will start living a life that is far below what you are capable of. Think about how many times you have wanted to take action, but stopped because of doubt. How many times have you had an idea but convinced yourself that it wouldn't work? How many times have you wanted to speak up but felt like your voice didn't matter? That's what negative thoughts do. They make you feel small. They take away your courage. They stop you from becoming the person you are meant to be. You were not born with these thoughts. They were planted in your mind by experiences, by failures, by the opinions of others, and by your own fears. Somewhere along the way, you started to believe in limits that do not exist. You started to believe that success was for other people, not for you. And once that belief took root, it started shaping your actions. You became hesitant. You started playing it safe. You lowered your expectations. If you don't take control of your mind, these thoughts will keep running your life. They will dictate what you do and what you don't do. They will keep you in the same place while others move forward. They will make you watch from the sidelines while others take the opportunities that could have been yours. And one day, you will wake up and wonder where your life went. But that does not have to happen. You have the power to change it. You have the power to eliminate every thought that weakens your confidence. And once you do that, everything changes. You will start to believe in yourself. You will take risks. You will stop hesitating and start taking action. You will speak with power. You will carry yourself with certainty. And when you do, you will start seeing opportunities that you never saw before. So how do you do it? How do you eliminate the negative thoughts that weaken your confidence? First, you must stop believing them. Just because a thought enters your mind does not mean it is true. Most negative thoughts are based on fear, not reality. They are based on things that might happen, not things that will happen. They are based on assumptions, not facts. The moment you realize this, their power over you begins to weaken. The next time you hear that voice in your head telling you that you can't do something, ask yourself, is this thought based on truth or fear? If it is based on fear, ignore it. If it is based on an assumption, challenge it. If it is based on past failures, remind yourself that your past does not determine your future. Do not let a single thought control your decisions, unless it is based on truth. Second, take control of what you allow into your mind. Negative thoughts do not appear out of nowhere. They are influenced by what you expose yourself to, the people you surround yourself with, the conversations you have, the content you consume. All of these things shape your thoughts. If you are always around people who complain, who doubt themselves, who settle for less, you will start thinking the same way. If you spend your time consuming negative content, you will start seeing the world through a negative lens. If you allow people to speak doubt into your life, you will start doubting yourself. You must protect your mind. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, not those who bring you down. Read books that challenge you to think bigger, not ones that make you feel small. Listen to voices that push you forward, not ones that hold you back. Because the more you expose yourself to confidence, the more confident you will become. Third, train yourself to think differently. Most people let their thoughts control them. They allow whatever enters their mind to dictate how they feel and what they do. But the strongest people control their thoughts. They decide what to focus on. They choose what to believe. They replace every negative thought with something stronger. If you tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," stop. Replace it with, "I am capable, and I will figure it out." If you think, "I will fail," change it to, "I might fail, but I will learn and improve." If you believe, "I don't have what it takes," tell yourself, "I have everything I need to succeed." This is not about being unrealistic. This is about training your mind to focus on solutions instead of problems. Because what you focus on becomes your reality. Fourth, take action before you feel ready. Confidence does not come from thinking. It comes from doing. If you wait until you feel confident before taking action, you will wait forever. Confidence is built by proving to yourself that you are capable. And the only way to do that is through action. If you are afraid to speak in public, speak. If you are afraid to start something new, start. If you are afraid of failure, fail. Because every time you take action despite fear, you weaken the power of doubt. Every time you push through discomfort, you build confidence. Every time you do something you thought you couldn't do, you realize that your limits were never real. Finally, make this a habit. Confidence is not something you build once and then have forever. It is something you must reinforce every day. You must challenge negative thoughts every time they appear. You must control what you expose yourself to every single day. You must train your mind to focus on strength instead of weakness. You must take action even when you don't feel ready. The people who achieve the most in life are not the ones who never have negative thoughts. They are the ones who refuse to let those thoughts control them. They are the ones who face their doubts and move forward anyway. They are the ones who decide that their belief in themselves is more important than their fear of failure. So what will you do? Will you continue to let negative thoughts control your life? Will you allow doubt to make your decisions for you? Will you let fear determine your future? Or will you take control? The choice is yours. But if you truly want to change your life, if you want to achieve the things you dream of, if you want to become the person you are meant to be, then there is only one choice. Eliminate the thoughts that weaken your confidence. Remove the doubts that hold you back. Take control of your mind. And once you do, you will realize that there was never anything stopping you except your own thoughts. And now they are gone. Number 2, challenge your fears by taking immediate, bold action. Fear is one of the greatest enemies of the mind. It stops people from taking action, keeps them trapped in the same place, and makes them believe they are not capable of more. The only way to break free from fear is to challenge it head on. You cannot wait for fear to disappear. You cannot wait until you feel ready. The only way to destroy fear is to take bold action immediately. Most people allow fear to control their decisions. They hesitate. They overthink. They let fear convince them that now is not the right time. But the truth is, fear does not go away by waiting. It grows stronger. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to act. The more you hesitate, the more you convince yourself that you are not ready. This is how fear keeps people stuck for years, even decades. If you want to achieve anything in life, you must break this cycle. You must act before fear has a chance to stop you. You must push yourself forward before doubt takes control. This is how you take back your power. Think about the times when fear has held you back. Maybe it was a new opportunity, but you doubted yourself. Maybe it was a chance to speak up, but you stayed silent. Maybe it was a decision that could have changed your life, but you let hesitation take over. Every time you allow fear to win, you lose confidence in yourself. But every time you take action despite fear, you become stronger. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is simple. The ones who succeed do not let fear stop them. They act even when they are afraid. They push forward even when they feel doubt. They take risks even when they are unsure. This is how they build confidence. This is how they create opportunities. This is how they change their lives. So how do you challenge your fears? How do you take bold action when fear tries to hold you back? First, recognize that fear is just a feeling. It is not a fact. It does not mean you are not capable. It does not mean you will fail. It does not mean you should stop. Fear is simply your mind trying to keep you safe. But safety does not lead to growth. If you always avoid discomfort, you will never reach your full potential. The next time you feel fear, remind yourself, this is just a feeling. It does not control you. It does not define you. You do not have to listen to it. The moment you understand this, fear starts to lose its power over you. Second, take immediate action before doubt takes over. The longer you wait, the stronger fear becomes. If you feel afraid to do something, do it now. If you hesitate, you give your mind time to create excuses. You give fear time to build. But if you act immediately, fear has no chance to stop you. If you need to make an important call, pick up the phone now. If you need to speak up, do it now. If you need to take a big step in your life, take it now. Stop thinking. Stop overanalyzing. Just act. Every second you wait makes it harder. Every second you hesitate, you give fear more power. The people who win in life are the ones who move fast. They do not wait for fear to disappear. They take action before fear has a chance to stop them. Third, do the thing you fear repeatedly. The more you do it, the less power fear has over you. If you are afraid of public speaking, speak in front of people as often as possible. If you are afraid of rejection, put yourself in situations where rejection is possible. If you are afraid of failure, start something new and be willing to fail. The more you face fear, the weaker it becomes. Fear is like a wall. It looks strong, but the moment you push against it, you realize it is not as solid as you thought. The first time you take action, it may feel difficult. The second time, it feels easier. The third time, you start to wonder why you were ever afraid in the first place. Fourth, focus on the reward, not the fear. Most people let fear control them because they focus on what could go wrong. They think about failure. They think about embarrassment. They think about rejection. But the people who push past fear focus on what they will gain. They focus on the success, the growth, the opportunities. Ask yourself, what will happen if I take action? What will I gain? What kind of person will I become? How will this improve my life? When you focus on the reward, fear becomes smaller. The benefits of taking action outweigh the discomfort of fear. Fifth, make bold action a habit. The more you push yourself to act, the more natural it becomes. If you challenge fear once, you feel strong for a moment. But if you challenge fear every day, you become unstoppable. Make a commitment to yourself. Every day I will take at least one action that scares me. It does not have to be something big. It can be a conversation you have been avoiding. It can be putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation. It can be making a decision you have been delaying. The goal is to train yourself to act despite fear. Over time, this becomes your new normal. The strongest people in the world are not those who never feel fear. They are the ones who refuse to let fear control them. They are the ones who act even when they are afraid. They are the ones who push themselves forward while others hesitate. Fear will always be there. It will always try to stop you. It will always try to hold you back. But you do not have to listen to it. You do not have to let it win. You have the power to take action anyway. You have the power to move forward even when fear is screaming at you to stop. And once you do, you will realize something powerful. Fear was never real. It was only an illusion. And the moment you take action, it disappears. So what will you do? Will you let fear control your life? Will you allow hesitation to steal your opportunities? Will you keep waiting for the perfect moment that never comes? Or will you take bold action now? The choice is yours. But if you want to grow, if you want to achieve more, if you want to live a life without regrets, then there is only one option. Challenge your fears. Take action now. Do not wait. Do not hesitate. Do not give fear a chance to win. The faster you act, the stronger you become. The more you push past fear, the more unstoppable you become. And once you start taking bold action, you will never go back to living a life controlled by fear. Number 3, stop doubting yourself and trust your decisions fully. Doubt is one of the greatest enemies of the mind. It makes you question yourself, your abilities, and your choices. It keeps you from taking action and stops you from moving forward. Every time you doubt yourself, you weaken your confidence. Every time you hesitate, you miss opportunities. If you want to succeed, you must stop doubting yourself and trust your decisions fully. Most people struggle with self-doubt because they are afraid of making mistakes. They fear failure. They worry about what others will think. They overanalyze every decision, looking for the perfect choice. But the truth is, there is no perfect decision. The only wrong decision is the one you never make. If you spend your life waiting for certainty, you will stay stuck. The most successful people are not the ones who always make the right choices. They are the ones who make decisions and commit to them. They take responsibility. They trust themselves to handle the consequences. And because of that, they move forward while others stay behind. Doubt weakens you. It makes you second-guess your abilities. It causes hesitation. It keeps you in a constant state of worry. But confidence is built through action. When you trust yourself and make decisions, you develop strength. You become the kind of person who does not need permission from others. You stop looking for approval. You become decisive. And that is how you take control of your life. So how do you stop doubting yourself? How do you learn to trust your decisions fully? First, understand that doubt is just fear in disguise. When you doubt yourself, you are afraid of failure. You are afraid of making a mistake. You are afraid of judgment. But fear does not go away by waiting. It disappears when you take action. The moment you stop hesitating and start moving forward, fear loses its power. Think about the times you have made decisions in the past. How many times did you worry about something, only to realize later that it was not as bad as you thought? How many times did you hesitate, only to regret not acting sooner? Every time you face a decision, remind yourself you have handled challenges before, and you will handle them again. You are stronger than you think. Second, make a decision and own it. The biggest mistake people make is trying to keep all their options open. They wait for the perfect moment. They overthink every detail. But confidence comes from making a choice and committing to it. If you spend too much time analyzing, you give doubt more power. When you make a decision, do not look back. Do not waste energy wondering if you made the right choice. Move forward. Focus on making that decision work. If adjustments are needed, you will make them along the way. But if you keep second-guessing yourself, you will never build confidence. The more decisions you make without hesitation, the more trust you develop in yourself. Third, stop asking for too many opinions. Many people struggle with doubt because they constantly seek validation. They ask others for advice, hoping for reassurance. But the more opinions you collect, the more confused you become. Everyone has their own fears, their own doubts, their own beliefs. If you rely on others to confirm your choices, you will never learn to trust yourself. The people who succeed in life are not the ones who wait for approval. They are the ones who make decisions and stand by them. They take responsibility for their choices. They trust their own judgment. And because of that, they move forward while others stay stuck in indecision. Fourth, take action quickly. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to decide. The more you hesitate, the stronger doubt grows. Successful people make decisions fast and adjust if needed. They do not waste time overanalyzing. They do not let doubt take over. If you have been delaying something, take action today. Stop thinking. Stop overanalyzing. Make the call. Take the step. Move forward. The moment you start acting without hesitation, your confidence grows. The more decisions you make, the more you trust yourself. Fifth, remind yourself of past successes. Doubt makes you focus on your weaknesses. It makes you forget everything you have already accomplished. But if you look back, you will see proof that you are capable. You have faced challenges before. You have overcome difficulties. You have made decisions that led to success. Whenever you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself, you have done hard things before, and you will do them again. You have the ability to figure things out. You have the strength to handle the results of your choices. You do not need permission from anyone to believe in yourself. Sixth, trust your ability to adapt. Many people doubt themselves because they fear making the wrong choice. They think one mistake will ruin everything. But life does not work that way. No single decision determines your future. What matters is your ability to adjust and keep moving forward. If a decision does not work out, you learn from it. You grow. You make changes. That is how progress happens. The most successful people are not those who never fail. They are the ones who trust themselves to handle whatever comes next. They know that no setback is permanent. Seventh, stop looking for certainty. There will never be a time when you are 100% sure about everything. Every decision carries some risk. But waiting for certainty only keeps you stuck. The strongest people move forward even when they are uncertain. They do not need everything to be perfect. They trust themselves to handle whatever comes next. Confidence is built through action. The more you trust yourself, the less doubt controls you. The more you decide without hesitation, the stronger you become. Every time you push past doubt, you prove to yourself that you are capable. And once you start trusting yourself fully, your whole life changes. Doubt will always try to creep in. It will whisper reasons why you should wait, why you should hesitate, why you should play it safe. But you do not have to listen. You have the power to decide. You have the strength to trust yourself. And once you do, you will never go back to living with doubt. So what will you do? Will you let doubt control your life? Will you keep second-guessing yourself? Or will you start trusting your decisions fully? The choice is yours. But if you want to succeed, if you want to grow, if you want to take control of your life, then there is only one answer. Number 4. Remove toxic people who drain your mental strength. Toxic people are one of the biggest threats to your success. They drain your energy. They fill your mind with negativity. They make you doubt yourself. If you want to grow, you must remove them from your life. Look around you. Who are the people you spend time with? Are they lifting you up or pulling you down? Do they inspire you to be better, or do they keep you stuck? Every person in your life is either strengthening you or weakening you. There is no in between. And if someone is draining your mental strength, they do not deserve a place in your life. Some people make you feel exhausted after every conversation. They bring problems, never solutions. They complain but never change. They criticize but never encourage. They see the worst in everything. And if you are not careful, they will pull you into their negativity. You cannot afford to be around people who drain your energy. Your mind is your greatest asset. Your thoughts determine your future. If you let toxic people fill your mind with doubt, fear, and negativity, you will never reach your full potential. So how do you remove toxic people from your life? How do you protect your mental strength? First, identify who is toxic. Some people drain your energy without you even realizing it. They might be friends, family, or coworkers, but their behavior weakens you. Pay attention to how you feel after being around someone. Do you feel motivated, or do you feel discouraged? Do you feel inspired, or do you feel drained? Your emotions will tell you who is strengthening you and who is weakening you. Once you identify them, set boundaries. You do not have to explain yourself. You do not owe anyone an apology for protecting your energy. If someone is constantly negative, distance yourself. If someone only brings problems, stop engaging in their conversations. If someone disrespects you, walk away. Toxic people will not like this. They will try to make you feel guilty. They will call you selfish. But you are not responsible for their emotions. You are responsible for your own growth. And if someone is standing in the way of that, they need to go. Cutting toxic people out is not easy. Some of them might be close to you. You might feel obligated to keep them in your life. But ask yourself this: are they helping you become the best version of yourself, or are they holding you back? If they are holding you back, you already know what needs to be done. Your time and energy are valuable. You cannot waste them on people who do not support your growth. The more time you spend around toxic people, the less time you have to invest in yourself. And if you are serious about success, you cannot afford that. Surround yourself with people who push you forward. People who believe in you. People who challenge you to be better. People who lift you up when times get tough. Those are the people who deserve a place in your life. Removing toxic people is not just about cutting negativity. It is about creating space for the right people. When you remove those who drain you, you make room for those who strengthen you. When you stop entertaining negativity, you attract positivity. If someone truly cares about you, they will respect your boundaries. They will support your growth. They will want the best for you. And if they do not, they were never meant to be in your life. Letting go of toxic people is one of the most powerful things you can do. It will free your mind. It will give you peace. It will allow you to focus on what truly matters. And once you experience life without their negativity, you will wonder why you ever tolerated it. Your mental strength is everything. It determines your success. It shapes your future. And if you allow toxic people to weaken it, you will never reach your full potential. So make the decision today. Identify who is draining your energy. Set boundaries. Remove them from your life. and surround yourself with people who push you forward. Number 5. Control your emotions before they control your future. Emotions are powerful. They can push you forward or hold you back. They can help you make good decisions, or they can destroy everything you have worked for. If you do not learn to control your emotions, they will control you. And if they control you, they will shape your future in ways you do not want. Think about how emotions influence your life. When you are angry, you say things you regret. When you are afraid, you hesitate to take action. When you are frustrated, you make poor choices. When you are sad, you lose motivation. If you allow your emotions to take over, they will lead you in the wrong direction. Some people let their emotions decide everything for them. They react without thinking. They let fear stop them. They let anger drive them. They let sadness consume them. And before they realize it, their emotions have built a life they do not want. You cannot afford to let that happen. If you want success, if you want happiness, if you want peace, you must take control of your emotions. You must train yourself to respond instead of react. You must learn to separate your emotions from your decisions. You must develop the discipline to act based on logic, not feelings. So how do you take control of your emotions? First, become aware of them. Most people do not even realize how much their emotions control them. They react automatically. They do not stop to think. If something upsets them, they lash out. If something scares them, they run away. If something discourages them, they give up. If you want to change this, you must start paying attention to your emotions. Notice how you feel in different situations. Notice how those feelings affect your actions. Second, pause before reacting. When you feel a strong emotion, do not act immediately. Take a breath. Step back. Give yourself a moment to process. A few seconds can make the difference between a wise decision and a mistake you regret. Third, question your emotions. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me or hurting me? Is it based on facts or assumptions? Is it leading me toward my goals or away from them? Emotions can be misleading. Just because you feel something does not mean it is true. Just because you are afraid does not mean there is a real threat. Just because you are angry does not mean someone has wronged you. Fourth, train yourself to choose logic over feelings. This does not mean ignoring emotions. It means recognizing them, but not letting them control you. It means feeling fear, but acting anyway. It means feeling anger, but responding with wisdom. It means feeling sadness, but continuing to move forward. Successful people do not let emotions dictate their actions. They acknowledge their feelings, but make decisions based on what is best for their future. Fifth, develop emotional discipline. This takes practice. It takes patience. You will not master it overnight. But every time you control your emotions, instead of letting them control you, you become stronger. Every time you pause before reacting, you gain power over your mind. Every time you choose logic over feelings, you take control of your future. Emotional discipline is what separates those who succeed from those who fail. It is what allows people to keep going when things get hard. It is what helps people stay calm under pressure. It is what makes leaders stand out from the crowd. Think about the people who inspire you. They are not ruled by emotions. They do not panic when faced with challenges. They do not let fear stop them. They do not allow anger to destroy their relationships. They have learned to control their emotions, and that is why they succeed. You can do the same. You do not have to be a prisoner of your emotions. You do not have to let them make your decisions for you. You have the power to take control. You have the ability to train your mind. You can develop the discipline to choose your actions instead of reacting without thinking. Start today. The next time you feel a strong emotion, pause. Take a breath. Think before you act. Ask yourself if this emotion is helping you or hurting you. Choose logic over impulse, and keep practicing until controlling your emotions becomes a habit. Number 6, destroy laziness by pushing yourself every single day. Laziness is one of the biggest enemies of success. It keeps you stuck. It steals your time. It stops you from achieving what you are capable of. If you want to succeed, you must destroy laziness. You must push yourself every single day. Some people wait for motivation to take action. They say they will start tomorrow. They say they will do it when they feel ready. But laziness does not go away on its own. The more you wait, the weaker you become. If you do not fight it, it will control your life. The only way to destroy laziness is through action. You must push yourself even when you do not feel like it. You must do the work even when it is uncomfortable. You must train yourself to move forward, no matter how you feel. Laziness is not a physical problem. It is a mental battle. It is the voice in your head telling you to take it easy. It is the excuse that says you can do it later. It is the comfort that keeps you from growing. And if you let that voice win, you will never reach your full potential. Every day you have a choice. You can listen to laziness, or you can push through it. You can stay comfortable, or you can demand more from yourself. The difference between successful people and those who fail is simple. Successful people push themselves. They do not wait for motivation. They do not rely on feelings. They take action no matter what. So how do you destroy laziness? First, make a decision. Decide that you will not let laziness control you. Decide that you will push yourself no matter what. Success starts with a choice. If you are waiting for the perfect time, you are wasting your life. The time to start is now. Second, take control of your habits. Laziness is built through repeated actions. If you wake up late every day, if you skip important tasks, if you avoid challenges, you are strengthening laziness. But if you create discipline, if you stick to a routine, if you demand effort from yourself, you will break the cycle. Third, start your day with action. The way you begin your day sets the tone for everything else. If you start slow, you will stay slow. If you start strong, you will stay strong. Do something productive as soon as you wake up. Move your body. Plan your day. Take immediate action. Do not give laziness a chance to take over. Fourth, challenge yourself daily. If you only do what is easy, you will never grow. If you only work when you feel like it, you will never achieve anything great. Push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Do the difficult tasks. Set high standards for yourself. Discipline is built by doing what is hard. Fifth, eliminate distractions. Laziness feeds on distractions. If you spend hours on your phone, if you waste time on meaningless entertainment, if you allow yourself to get comfortable doing nothing, you are making laziness stronger. Cut out the distractions. Focus on what matters. Sixth, create a sense of urgency. When you feel like taking it easy, remind yourself that time is running out. Every day you waste is a day you never get back. Every moment you let laziness win is a step further from your goals. If you do not act now, when will you? Seventh, hold yourself accountable. Set clear goals. Track your progress. Be honest with yourself. If you are not pushing yourself, admit it and correct it. No one else will do it for you. Success is your responsibility. Eighth, build a mindset of action. Stop overthinking. Stop making excuses. Stop waiting for the right time. Train yourself to act immediately. The moment you think about doing something, do it. Do not give laziness time to talk you out of it. Ninth, stay consistent. Pushing yourself one day is not enough. You must do it every single day. You must make effort a habit. You must demand discipline from yourself at all times. 10th, remember why you started. When laziness tries to pull you back, remind yourself of your goals. Remind yourself of what you are working for. Remind yourself that every action matters. Laziness is a battle you must fight daily. But if you push yourself every day, if you refuse to give in, if you take action no matter what, you will destroy laziness. And once you do that, there will be nothing standing in your way. Number 7, silence, self-criticism, and speak power into your life. Self-criticism is one of the biggest obstacles to success. It is the voice in your mind that tells you that you are not good enough, that you will fail, that you are not capable. If you listen to that voice, you will never reach your potential. You will hesitate. You will doubt yourself. You will hold yourself back from opportunities that could change your life. If you want to succeed, you must silence self-criticism. You must replace it with words that give you strength. You must speak power into your life. Many people do not even realize how much their inner voice controls them. They wake up thinking about their weaknesses. They go through the day doubting themselves. They talk themselves out of taking action. And over time, this negative voice becomes their reality. They become what they tell themselves they are. If they say they are not smart enough, they will not try to learn. If they say they are not talented enough, they will not develop skills. If they say they are not lucky enough, they will never take risks. You must stop this cycle. The words you say to yourself matter. They shape your mindset. They determine your confidence. They influence your decisions. And if you do not take control of them, they will take control of you. The first step to silencing self-criticism is awareness. Pay attention to the words you tell yourself. Are they lifting you up or tearing you down? Are they making you stronger or weaker? If you are constantly telling yourself that you are not good enough, you are creating a mindset of failure. If you keep doubting your abilities, you are setting yourself up to fail. The second step is to challenge negative thoughts. Just because you think something does not mean it is true. If your mind tells you that you cannot do something, ask yourself, is that really true? Have I even tried? Have I given my best effort? Most of the time, self-criticism is not based on reality. It is based on fear. It is based on past failures. It is based on insecurity. And if you do not challenge it, you will believe it. The third step is to replace negative words with powerful ones. Stop telling yourself you are not good enough. Start telling yourself you are capable. Stop saying you cannot do it. Start saying you will find a way. Your words shape your mindset. If you keep speaking power into your life, you will start believing in yourself. If you start believing in yourself, you will take action. If you take action, you will see results. The fourth step is to take control of your inner voice. This does not happen overnight. If you have been speaking negatively to yourself for years, it will take time to change, but you must start now. Every time a negative thought enters your mind, replace it with something strong. If your mind says, I am not good enough, respond with, I am capable, and I will prove it. If your mind says, I will fail, respond with, I will learn and grow. The fifth step is to use affirmations daily. Some people think affirmations are just words, but they are more than that. They reprogram your mind. They change the way you see yourself. They shift your focus from doubt to confidence. Every day, speak words that strengthen you. Say, I am strong, I am disciplined, I am capable, I am built for success. Speak these words until they become a part of you. The sixth step is to surround yourself with positive influences. If you are always around people who doubt themselves, you will start doubting yourself too. If you are always listening to negativity, you will become negative. Choose to be around people who lift you up. Read books that inspire you. Listen to messages that strengthen you. Protect your mind from anything that feeds self-doubt. The seventh step is to take action despite your doubts. Sometimes the only way to silence self-criticism is to prove it wrong. If your mind tells you that you cannot do something, do it anyway. If it tells you that you will fail, push forward. Action is the best way to build confidence. The more you push past self-doubt, the weaker it becomes. The eighth step is to focus on progress, not perfection. Many people criticize themselves because they expect perfection. They think if they make one mistake, they are a failure. But perfection is impossible. Success is about progress. Focus on getting better, not on being perfect. Celebrate small wins. Recognize your improvements. Every step forward makes you stronger. The ninth step is to refuse to accept limits. The only limits that exist are the ones you believe in. If you tell yourself you cannot do something, you are already defeated. But if you refuse to accept limitations, you will find a way to win. Set big goals. Push yourself. Never settle for less than you are capable of. The 10th step is to commit to self-mastery. Silencing self-criticism is not something you do once. It is a lifelong commitment. Every day you must guard your mind. Every day you must choose confidence over doubt. Every day you must speak power into your life. If you do not take control of your thoughts, they will control you. If you do not silence self-criticism, it will silence your potential. But if you take charge of your mind, if you replace doubt with confidence, if you speak power into your life, there will be nothing that can stop you. Number 8. Train your mind to focus on success, not failure. Training your mind to focus on success and not failure is one of the most crucial steps in achieving your goals. Your thoughts have immense power, and the way you think shapes your reality. It's easy to fall into the trap of focusing on the things that go wrong, the obstacles in your way, and the failures you've experienced. But if you constantly focus on failure, you are giving power to those negative thoughts. You are limiting your potential, and you are undermining your own ability to succeed. Success does not happen by chance. It is the result of focused, intentional thinking and action. It starts in your mind. If you do not train your mind to focus on success, you will not see the opportunities that exist in front of you. You will become fixated on problems, setbacks, and obstacles, which will only make it harder for you to move forward. So how do you train your mind to focus on success instead of failure? Let's explore how you can make that shift and harness the power of a success-focused mindset. The first step in training your mind to focus on success is to change the way you talk to yourself. The language you use has a direct impact on how you see yourself and the world around you. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that success is out of reach, or that failure is inevitable, you will believe it. You must start speaking words of empowerment. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I will find a way." Instead of saying, "I am not capable," say, "I am capable of achieving great things." Your thoughts shape your beliefs, and your beliefs determine your actions. Start every day with positive affirmations. Affirmations are powerful statements that can change the way you view yourself and your abilities. Speak these affirmations with conviction and belief. For example, you can say, "I am destined for success. I am focused and determined. I am capable of overcoming any obstacle." These simple phrases can change your mindset and direct your thoughts towards success. The second step is to shift your focus from the obstacles to the opportunities. It's easy to become discouraged when things don't go as planned. You might encounter setbacks, face difficulties, or deal with criticism. But it's essential to shift your focus from these roadblocks to the opportunities they present. Every challenge is a chance to learn. Every setback is an opportunity to improve. When you encounter a problem, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience?" Instead of letting obstacles paralyze you, use them as stepping stones to success. This shift in focus will help you stay motivated, even when times get tough. Instead of seeing failure as something to fear, you will see it as part of the process. Success does not come without challenges, but those challenges are what help you grow stronger and more resilient. By focusing on the opportunities that come with every obstacle, you train your mind to see possibility instead of limitation. The third step is to set clear, achievable goals. When your mind is focused on success, you must know exactly what you want to achieve. Vague goals lead to vague results. Clear, specific goals give you direction and purpose. Take time to define what success looks like for you. Is it achieving financial independence? Starting a successful business? Becoming a top performer in your career? Once you know what success means to you, break it down into smaller, manageable goals. This will help you stay focused on what you need to do every day to move closer to your ultimate vision. Write down your goals and review them regularly. When you write something down, it becomes real. It's not just a wish or a dream, it's a commitment. The more clearly you define your goals, the more focused you will become on achieving them. Keep your goals in front of you so that every day you are reminded of the success you are working toward. The fourth step is to visualize your success. Your mind cannot distinguish between what is real and what you vividly imagine. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps you manifest your goals. Take a few minutes every day to close your eyes and visualize yourself achieving your goals. Picture yourself succeeding. See yourself overcoming obstacles, getting the results you want, and experiencing the feeling of success. This exercise will help reinforce your belief in your abilities and train your mind to focus on the possibilities. The more you visualize success, the more your mind will focus on it. You will begin to feel as if it's already yours, and this feeling will drive you to take action. Success becomes a mental picture that you work toward every day, and your focus shifts from fear and failure to the excitement of reaching your goals. The fifth step is to surround yourself with positive influences. The people you spend time with have a significant impact on your mindset. If you are constantly surrounded by negativity, it will be harder to focus on success. Choose to surround yourself with people who encourage you, believe in you, and challenge you to be better. Seek out mentors, coaches, or friends who have already achieved the kind of success you want. Learn from their experiences and allow their success to inspire you. It's important to remember that not everyone in your life will share your vision or support your goals. Some people may be negative, skeptical, or critical. You must protect your mind from these negative influences. Distance yourself from those who drain your energy and focus on those who empower you. The more you surround yourself with positive influences, the easier it will be to stay focused on success. The sixth step is to take consistent, focused action. Success is not just about thinking positively, it's about taking action. You cannot achieve your goals by simply wishing for them. You must take consistent steps every day, even when you don't feel like it. Focus on what you can control, and take small, deliberate actions that move you closer to your goals. Action is the key to turning your thoughts into reality. Every time you take action, you are training your mind to focus on success. Action reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. The more action you take, the more you will see the results. Focus on the next step, not the whole journey. Break down your goals into smaller tasks and complete them one by one. With every action you take, you are getting closer to your success. The seventh step is to embrace failure as part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of success. Every successful person has faced failure along the way. The difference is that they didn't let failure stop them. They didn't let it dictate their mindset. Instead, they saw failure as an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. When you fail, don't dwell on it. Learn from it and move forward. Use failure as fuel to keep going. When you shift your mindset to see failure as a valuable part of the journey, you will no longer fear it. You will embrace it, knowing that every failure brings you one step closer to your success. The eighth step is to maintain a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through hard work, dedication, and learning. People with a growth mindset are focused on progress, not perfection. They are not discouraged by mistakes or setbacks because they believe that failure is just another opportunity to grow. If you want to focus on success, you must adopt a growth mindset. Instead of seeing challenges as barriers, see them as opportunities to learn and improve. When you encounter difficulties, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I use this to grow? A growth mindset will keep you focused on success because you will always be looking for ways to improve and move forward. The ninth step is to stay persistent. Success does not happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and perseverance. There will be times when you feel discouraged or overwhelmed. There will be moments when you question whether you are on the right path. But persistence is the key to success. If you keep going, even when it's tough, you will eventually reach your destination. Stay focused on your goals and never give up. Even if the progress is slow, keep taking action. Trust the process. Every day that you continue to push forward is a day closer to your success. The 10th and final step is to celebrate your successes along the way. Focus on the wins, no matter how small. Every success, no matter how minor it seems, is proof that you are moving in the right direction. Celebrate your achievements and use them as motivation to keep going. When you acknowledge your progress, it reinforces your focus on success and helps you stay motivated. Training your mind to focus on success is not easy, but it is necessary if you want to achieve your goals. It requires practice, commitment, and discipline. But by shifting your focus from failure to success, you will unlock your full potential. Success is within your reach, and it all starts with the way you think. Keep your mind focused on what you want to achieve. Take action, and never stop moving forward. You are capable of great things, and your success begins with the way you train your mind. Number 9. Break bad habits that sabotage your growth instantly. Breaking bad habits is one of the most powerful ways to unlock your potential and accelerate your growth. The habits you've developed, whether positive or negative, directly influence your life and the results you experience. When you stop for a moment and think about it, you realize that some of the things you're doing are actually holding you back. These habits are more than just patterns of behavior. They're like chains that are tying you down, preventing you from reaching your full potential. Bad habits don't just sabotage your present. They impact your future. They stop you from becoming the person you know you're capable of being. Whether it's procrastination, negative thinking, or even toxic relationships, these habits are stealing from your future, your success, and your happiness. They prevent you from becoming the best version of yourself, and they make success feel like it's always just out of reach. But here's the truth. Breaking these habits is not only possible, it's necessary. The first step is recognizing them for what they are, patterns of behavior that are standing in the way of your growth. Once you recognize them, you can take action to change them, and that's where the magic happens. You need to stop pretending that these habits are harmless. They may feel comfortable or familiar, but they're not harmless. They're holding you in a place of stagnation. They prevent you from pushing forward. It's time to face the reality that these bad habits are sabotaging your growth, and you've got to break free from them. Think about the habits you have. Which ones are making you feel stuck? Maybe it's the habit of waiting for the perfect time to get started on your goals. Maybe it's the habit of self-doubt, telling yourself you're not good enough or capable enough. Maybe it's the habit of procrastination, telling yourself you'll get started tomorrow, next week, or next month. Whatever it is, these habits are keeping you from taking real, consistent action toward the life you want. The good news is that breaking bad habits doesn't require some dramatic, overnight change. It's about making small, intentional shifts every single day. You don't need to become perfect right away. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to start, and you need to keep going. Every step you take toward breaking these habits is a victory, no matter how small it may seem at the time. Start by identifying which habits are holding you back. This is crucial. It's easy to live in denial and tell yourself, it's not that bad or I'll fix it later. But now is the time to take responsibility for your life and your choices. If you want to change your future, you have to change what you're doing today. Look at the areas where you've been stuck, whether it's in your career, health, relationships, or personal growth, and ask yourself what habits are contributing to that stagnation. Once you've identified those habits, it's time to commit to breaking them. It's not enough to simply recognize them. You need to take immediate action. If you've been procrastinating on a project, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Start now, even if it's just one small step forward. If you've been doubting yourself, start replacing those thoughts with empowering beliefs. Speak to yourself like you would speak to a friend who's going through a tough time. Remind yourself that you are capable, strong, and deserving of success. Here's where many people get stuck. They try to change too many things at once. They make sweeping promises to themselves like, I'm going to stop all my bad habits right now, and they expect instant results. The problem is that breaking habits is a process, not a quick fix. Instead of trying to change everything at once, focus on one habit at a time. Pick the habit that is having the biggest negative impact on your life, and tackle that first. Once you've made progress there, move on to the next one. Breaking bad habits also requires you to replace them with better habits. You can't just get rid of something without replacing it with something else. If you're trying to stop procrastinating, replace that habit with one that pushes you to take immediate action. Start each day by setting a goal and taking one step toward it, no matter how small. If you're trying to stop negative thinking, replace those thoughts with positive affirmations and constructive self-talk. Your mind needs something to focus on, so make sure it's focused on something that will move you forward. But here's the reality. Breaking bad habits isn't always going to be easy. There will be moments when you'll feel like quitting. You'll feel tempted to fall back into old patterns of behavior. But this is where your commitment and discipline come in. The key is consistency. Even when it's hard, even when you feel like you're not making progress, keep going. Small steps add up. If you stay consistent and keep doing the right thing, even when it feels difficult, you will start to see real change. One of the most powerful tools you have in breaking bad habits is your environment. The people you surround yourself with, the spaces you spend your time in, and the habits you observe in others, all have a significant impact on your own behavior. If you want to break bad habits, make sure your environment supports your goals. If you want to stop procrastinating, stop hanging around people who encourage it. If you want to get healthy, stop hanging around people who indulge in unhealthy habits. Create an environment that encourages the growth and success you want to experience. It's also important to recognize that breaking bad habits is a process of growth. Every time you break a habit, you're not just changing your behavior, you're growing as a person. You're becoming someone who is in control of their actions, who is proactive instead of reactive, and who is committed to becoming the best version of themselves. This growth is not always comfortable. It may feel difficult at times, but every step you take toward breaking a bad habit is a step toward personal mastery. One of the most important things you can do while breaking bad habits is to be kind to yourself. You're going to make mistakes along the way. You'll stumble, you'll slip up, but that doesn't mean you've failed. It means you're human. The key is to get back on track as quickly as possible and keep moving forward. Don't beat yourself up for the mistakes you make. Instead, use them as learning experiences and keep going. The more you practice breaking bad habits, the easier it will become over time. As you begin to break these habits, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. You'll begin to believe in your own ability to change. And that's when things will start to shift in your life. When you believe that you can break free from the habits that have been holding you back, you begin to act differently. You take more initiative. You make better decisions. You take consistent action toward your goals. And ultimately, you start seeing the results you've been working for. Breaking bad habits isn't about perfection. It's about progress. It's about taking control of your life and becoming the person you know you're meant to be. The good news is that you have the power to change. You have the ability to break free from the habits that are sabotaging your growth. And when you do, you'll open the door to a whole new world of possibilities. The life you want is waiting for you. It's not out of reach. It's within your grasp. But it's up to you to break the habits that are standing in your way. Take that first step today. Decide right now that you're no longer going to allow these bad habits to control your life. Choose to replace them with habits that will lead you towards success, happiness, and fulfillment. You've got this. And I'm telling you right now, the best is yet to come. Number 10. Feed your mind with knowledge that builds your future. The mind is like the soil. Whatever you plant in it will grow. But here's the catch. The quality of what grows depends on the quality of the seeds you plant. If you want to build a better future, you need to feed your mind with knowledge that will help you get there. We live in an information-driven world, and your mind is the most powerful tool you possess. But it's not enough to simply be aware of this power. You must learn how to use it wisely. The knowledge you feed your mind shapes your future. Think about that for a moment. Every decision you make, every habit you develop, every outcome you experience is a direct result of the information you have absorbed throughout your life. This information doesn't just come from books or seminars. It comes from the people you surround yourself with, the content you consume, and the way you think. The key to creating a future you can be proud of starts with understanding that knowledge is not something you passively absorb. It's something you actively choose. You must intentionally feed your mind with knowledge that adds value, that helps you grow, and that empowers you to take the actions necessary to change your life. Too many people wonder why their lives aren't progressing the way they want. They wonder why they can't break out of the cycle of mediocrity. They wonder why they're stuck in a job they don't like, or in a situation that feels impossible to change. The answer is simple. They're not feeding their minds with the right knowledge. If you want to build a future full of opportunity, success, and fulfillment, you must change what you're putting into your mind. Stop feeding it negativity. Stop feeding it the lies of limitation. Stop feeding it the false belief that success is reserved for only a few. Instead, feed your mind with knowledge that will expand your thinking, that will challenge your current beliefs, and that will push you to become more than you ever thought possible. You see, knowledge is power, but only when you apply it. It's not enough to read a book or watch a video and think that you've learned something. The true power of knowledge comes from using it. It comes from taking what you've learned and applying it to your life, making changes, and taking action. When you feed your mind with the right knowledge, it gives you the tools to create the life you want. But you have to be careful. Not all knowledge is created equal. You can't just read anything or listen to anyone and expect your life to change. The quality of the information you consume directly impacts the quality of your life. If you're constantly consuming information that holds you back or keeps you stuck in old thinking, then your life will reflect that. If you want to change your life, you need to change what you put into your mind. Start seeking out information that challenges your current beliefs, that pushes you to think bigger, and that encourages you to take action. Read books that inspire you to take bold steps toward your goals. Listen to podcasts that challenge you to think differently. Attend seminars that teach you new strategies for success. Knowledge should be your most valuable asset. Too many people wait for success to come to them. But success doesn't just show up. It's earned through consistent learning and applying what you've learned. Don't let yourself fall into the trap of waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect opportunity. Take control of your future right now by feeding your mind with knowledge that will move you closer to your goals. This isn't just about learning for the sake of learning. This is about learning with purpose. Everything you consume should have a purpose. It should serve the bigger vision you have for your life. Ask yourself, what do I need to know to get to the next level? What skills do I need to develop to achieve my goals? Then seek out the knowledge that will help you answer those questions. The most successful people in the world aren't the ones with the most talent or the ones who are committed to learning and growing. They are the ones who understand that success isn't about waiting for the right circumstances. It's about continually developing yourself and your knowledge so that you are ready when the opportunity presents itself. Feeding your mind with knowledge isn't just about the information you take in. It's about the action you take because of that information. If you read a book on business success but never implement any of the strategies you've learned, you haven't truly learned anything. Knowledge without action is useless. It's like having a map to a treasure chest and never following the directions to get there. You have to take what you learn and use it. Start applying the principles you read about. Take action. Make decisions. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone and put what you've learned into practice. The more you apply your knowledge, the more you will grow and the more your future will unfold. Think about the habits you have right now. What's feeding your mind? Are you allowing negativity, doubt, and fear to influence you? Or are you intentionally feeding your mind with the right kind of knowledge? If you want to break free from the limitations that are holding you back, you need to start feeding your mind with knowledge that will empower you to create new habits. Habits that will move you closer to the life you want to live. The world is full of information, but not all of it is helpful. Be selective with the knowledge you allow to enter your mind. Choose to fill your mind with things that make you better, that challenge you to grow, and that push you toward your goals. Your mind is the most powerful tool you have. Don't waste it on negativity or useless distractions. Instead, focus on feeding your mind with knowledge that will empower you to create the life you desire. This isn't just about personal growth. It's about making a difference in the world. The more you learn, the more you can give. The more you develop your own potential, the more you can contribute to the lives of others. Knowledge isn't just for you. It's for everyone around you. When you become the best version of yourself, you create ripples of impact that affect those closest to you, and even the world at large. Start today. Start feeding your mind with the right knowledge. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop waiting for the right circumstances. The time to change your future is right now. The life you want is within your reach, but you must take the steps necessary to get there. Commit to learning. Commit to growing. Commit to feeding your mind with knowledge that builds your future. The road to success isn't easy, but it's worth it. The path to personal development isn't always comfortable, but it's worth it. And every step you take toward feeding your mind with the right knowledge is a step toward creating the life you've always dreamed of. Don't wait any longer. Take action today, and watch as your future transforms in ways you never thought possible.